What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Best Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Russler. If you're joining us for the first time ever, the whole idea behind the podcast is anytime somebody tells you something is the best, it's just their opinion, all right? There's no way to prove it one way or the other. There's no scientific algorithm to determine what is the best. I will say that this is a comedy podcast. I mostly talk with comedians. We're all just trying to make laughs. If you are easily offended, today's episode is not for you, all right? You might just want to skip it or go back and look at some of the other ones because there's lots of great family-friendly content that I have put out there. Today is probably not one of those. I will say that it's the hardest I have ever laughed while recording a podcast. And there were a lot of hard decisions made in the editing room where I was like, what am I and am I not going to put out? And I decided to just put it out as is. I liked it. I think it's fine. Again, if you're easily offended, this isn't for you. But my guest today is the very funny Aaron Porter. He's a comedian out of St. Louis. He's a friend of mine. We've known each other for like 6 years. He is a happy, bright-eyed little boy, but there's a darkness in him, and it came out to my amusement. So, without any further ado, enjoy the episode.
I'm dirty little pig. Tenderize this fucking pig.
You just sit there, he's just squealing. That's how the podcast starts. We're just it's like Deliverance.
You guys done Eric's podcast? He deliveranced me.
Yeah.
He fucking.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like he played the banjo? No. The other thing.
Yeah, the other part.
The other part.
I always wonder why he had the fucking dumb woods.
He Warren baited me. Yeah, I brought you out here.
Yeah,
Squeal,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
Squeal, boy.
What the fuck?
I've never thought about that. Do you got? You want to plug your social media or any shows you got coming up?
Well, when is this coming out?
Probably next week. I think. Yeah, next Tuesday.
Yeah, so Helium will be over. I don't really have shit to plug, and the podcast is ending.
Yeah.
I
forgot about that.
Yeah. Hey, subscribe to Riff Laugh Love, even though it's only going to be alive for 3 more weeks. Riff Laugh Love has cancer. Spider-Man just visited.
John Cena just paid a visit. Yeah.
It's the Make-A-Wish podcast.
It turns out our liver is moving to Austin. So.
Hey, I'm the liver.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the fucking liver,
that's
boy.
True. You are the liver. Ronaldo's what? The lungs, I guess?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, definitely the lungs.
I would say he's probably the heart of the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I could definitely see him being the one like, guys, we got to get together. We have to record an episode.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And you and Will being like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if he doesn't say anything, me and Will probably just remain silent.
Somebody told me, they were like, hey, now that Riff's dead, you have the funniest podcast in St. Louis. So I was like, oh, great. Yeah, now that the King's dead, you're in line to take this role.
You're doing great.
I was like, oh, thanks, man. That's how I wanted it.
This is how I wanted to get the funniest podcast in St. Louis.
Yeah, this
Death.
is everyone else moved. Yeah, do you know how you become the funniest in St. Louis? By staying here. That's all you have to do.
Eric's been incepting moving to Austin into Ronaldo's mind.
I sneak into his house every night and I just whisper.
Yeah.
I'm just like, brisket, barbecue.
Tacos.
Open border policy.
Kill Tony.
Yeah, kill Tony. Kill Tony.
Think of all the spots Zach gets.
You'll
get so many more.
I Manchurian candidated him. Yeah. He just wakes up, must kill Tony. Yeah. Must bomb for a minute and then get roasted by.
You go into my room while I'm sleeping and it's like, kill yourself for real this time. Do it. You have what it takes. End it all.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That's kind of how I expected it to go.
No, I mean, what are you gonna do? Let's see. All right, I got a couple questions based off some of the stuff I asked you. All right, best cheap beer.
Dude. Hold on.
Because you said you like cheap beer,
I do.
which, hot take, I think that means that you like good beer.
What do you mean?
Because these are my favorite beers.
Like these ones specifically?
Like some of them.
There's
yeah.
Stag on there, so you
know,
fucked up there.
I do like Stag and I do like Bush, which aren't on there. But I love, like when I go places for a beer, I'm really hoping it's one of these.
Yeah.
But when they're like, oh, I need a chocolate milk peanut butter stout IPA, I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
I like both.
Really?
I can get down with a stout, especially like a boozy stout that's like 12% or whatever. That's fucking. I get down.
I
with
mean,
that.
I see the appeal of it, but I also don't. I don't know. I want a beer to taste like a beer.
You're already getting diabetes. Why don't you just get drunk with diabetes? That's fine. Yeah.
You're already getting it.
Yeah, my buddy was smoking one time in the car, and my other buddy was like, "Yeah, thanks for blowing smoke in my face. I'm really gonna enjoy the cancer." And he goes, "I'm getting it too. What are you bitching about?"
That's a fair point.
Yeah. We're in this together.
Yeah, bring back smoking, especially with kids in the car. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Take them out. Like, just be like, hey, you know what?
Man, life was so much better when your kid could just die randomly. And
life was so much better when the government didn't tell you what you could do with your kids.
Yeah, fuck, I don't want them. Let me roll the dice on.
What are we going for the Olympics? Come on.
No, obviously not. Look at him. He's chewing his booger fingernails right now.
This is a night manager at Walmart at best. Okay, like this is. He can have a little bit of emphysema.
Yeah, ain't no fucking government gonna tell me my kid can't get me a discount on a new mower when he works at Walmart, okay?
Yeah, we're doing this for the pellet smoker, baby. Okay, so best cheap beer.
Stag's number one.
Oh, really? So you're going for the gold?
Yes.
Literally the gold.
Go for gold! Yeah, Stag's number one. Stag's number one value for flavor, 100%.
And it doesn't give you a hangover.
What?
Have you heard that? Apparently, some way.
Let me tell you, brother, you're not drinking enough.
Promise you that's not true. No, somebody told me recently, and I can't ever remember having a hangover from Stag, but they said there's something about the way they brew it. It's less sugar or something, and so it doesn't give you a hangover.
All right, I'll have to experiment a little bit.
I like it because they're like $1.25 when you go to most
cheap.
bars. Yeah.
Hams is creeping up lately too. Now that we have hams, a lot of places in St. Louis you can get like $2 hams, and that's fucking great.
Have you seen there's new ones out, like garage beers? We were
at
Waterloo when we were in Waterloo last week. The bar was selling garage beers for like 75 cents a beer or something like that.
They're awesome.
It was, and it's the most like Bud Light of Bud Light beers.
Yeah, I got so far. Yeah, I mean, I did the open mic, and now I have that great picture of me holding it because it's a sponsor. Because I chugged a whole beer on stage, and then I held it into the camera and burped and went, "It's great to black out with." I'm a fucking spokesman.
Let's do it. Yeah. I would laugh if the company's like, "That's actually exactly what we want."
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. They'd be like, "No. This is the message we want to send."
Yeah.
Drink responsibly with all the other ones, but garage beers, you're already in the garage.
Yeah.
Go ham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Drink 6 of these and play with your power tools. That's what you want to
do. Clean a deer in your front yard. Who cares?
Yeah. You know it's time to put up that shelf right now. Get your fucking power drill out. Fucking.
You know your wife's just going to be on your ass tomorrow about doing the...
Should you be doing that right now? I'll fucking do it when I want, bitch.
I thought you wanted me to do this. I thought you wanted me to take care of it. So I have a couple beers and then I do what you want me to do.
You got 50 fucking photo albums. I need to make a fucking shelf to put them on, bitch.
You said you wanted a gallery wall. Let me get you a shelf.
Just fucking drilling holes and shit.
Oh, my thumb. Yeah, so Stag is number one.
Stag's
I don't know.
I
really like Bud Light
Mm-hmm.
because, yeah.
Not gay anymore.
No. Even when it was gay, I bought so many Bud Lights because most of the people that I would buy them for would be I'd buy it just to watch them be like, I can't drink that. Oh, come on, man.
Don't make me do that.
I'd be like, I looked for the rainbow cans. Like I wanted some to gift to people. Like just because I knew how much they would hate it.
Dylan Mulvaney's coming to SLU.
Is he? She.
Sorry, yeah, dude. I thought I was going to be the one to fuck up first.
Yeah, whoop, there it is.
Damn.
I mean, yeah.
If your daughter goes to SLU, watch the urinals.
Okay.
There you go. Dug you out of the hole.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. He went deeper than I did. At least I backed out of it. I'm not gonna lie. I just heard Dylan, and that was the thing my mind attached to, and I was like, "That's a name."
Yeah, it is kind of bullshit when you change genders and you can't pick an ambiguous name. You gotta flip.
Yeah,
you can't be one that's both. Can't be a Sam.
Alex.
No. You gotta be a Rico. You gotta
go hard. You gotta go with Cindy.
Yeah,
you gotta go with Cassandra.
Yeah, Millicent.
What if they made this is terrible. I'm gonna have to cut this. What if they made?
No, don't. No cutting allowed. Only I can cut.
This is the darkest podcast I've ever done. It's so funny because you like have this face of like this fresh young boy, and then it's just
yeah, it's just a dark cloud hangs over me.
What if they made trans people take names that aren't popular anymore? They're like, oh, you can be trans, but you have to identify as Olga now.
Yeah,
you have to be Gertrude.
You don't have to be bottom. You don't have to get the bottom surgery, but you're Adolf now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's either chick with dick or Adolf. Which one do you want?
Yeah, make a choice. That would be so funny to me. Some people would have to make some hard decisions.
Yeah, you know what? I think I might just be bummed out.
Actually, though, if I met a trans man and they were like, "My name is Adolf," legally, I'd be like, "Oh,
I believe him.
True believer."
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're not in this for the publicity. This is real. Okay.
I'm Adolf. Yeah. I was like, I know your struggle.
You go to a bar and you see a lady in a dress with a 5 o'clock shadow and an Adam's apple, and they're Gertie. They believe that shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They did. They wanted that. They truly were not a boy.
They truly were. Dude, one of the real ones.
I know that's also a thing. Like some dudes will just like wear dresses and stuff now, and it's just kind of like gender ambiguous clothing or whatever.
Yeah.
So now it's really confusing because I'll go to like Stella Blues, I'll go to a bar and I'll see just a dude with a beard walk in with a dress, and I don't know if he's like progressive or if he just lost a bet.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if it's just like, is he...
Well, I have a thing.
He taking hormones or his friend's just fucking mean? Yeah. Fantasy football didn't go that well, I guess, this year.
Or you don't like your stepdad. Like,
yeah, that's also true.
Oh, man.
He wouldn't let me play with dolls. Now I am a doll. I made myself a Barbie. Just smoking outside. A guy that looks like you in a fucking halter top.
I've seen so many of those. There was a thing that went viral like years and years ago about this guy who died in Iraq, and then his best friend wore a dress to his funeral because they made a bet like whichever one of us dies first has to wear a dress to the other one's funeral. And now the pictures are like resurfacing, and you're just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess she wanted to wear a lime green dress, you know. And it's like, no, it was for a bet.
I'm not gay. It was funny.
It was funny. He burned me. It's
what?
like, oh no, he's just really progressive.
No, I'm not. I hate you. I fucking hate you guys.
Oh man, there's gonna be some hard decisions made in the editing of this podcast. Oh,
podcast end up being 12 minutes.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Clap Podcast.
God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Every time it feels like we're on a roll and you think you're getting a clip out of it, I'm just gonna say the N-word.
Jews.
Guys heard about the false flag operation the Jews did to make us mad at Egypt?
Oh,
I wish I remember what it was called. It would have been way funnier.
I think you're the exact ambassador for garage beers. I think they're gonna take a look at this and be like, "We need this man."
Yeah, that guy knows carburetors and who controls the weather.
His Bass Pro hat and his Costco hoodie.
Actually, this hat says "Pop Punk Sucks."
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
That you can
it's
tell
just
how
sneaky.
Yeah, it's very sneaky. I saw it immediately. It was like, oh, Bass Pro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is illegal. I don't think this is pretty close.
I was about to say they didn't even change any of the fonts, the coloring.
It's the exact same thing.
All right.
Yeah, and that, my dog chewed on it too, so now it's got this fucking fray going on.
You just need a fish hook,
dude.
Yeah, a fish hook.
Good old J for Jesus, dude.
When
right
did
on my
that?
hat.
When did that stop being cool?
I don't know. It was
'Cause
all
that
over high
was-
school.
I remember I've been fishing like 3 times in my whole life, and in high school I tried to wear a hat with a fish hook, and I stabbed myself putting it on, and I was like, all right, I think this is a sign.
Yeah,
Maybe this fad's not
Jesus
for
has turned his back on you.
me. I'm gonna go back to Jinko jeans. Best scent combination.
Oh, are we talking? Are we talking like White Barn? We talking candles? What are we talking?
I'm
here?
talking about so either like if you wanted to make your own cologne.
Okay.
Or if like you walk into your house, what would you want it to smell like?
It's interesting. I think I have a horrible sense of smell. Like I can smell a candle, like I can stick my face in it and like, oh, that smells good, but like
Yeah.
I don't notice smells ever.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Ever. My wife has to point out to me like, hey,
You stink.
yeah, she does
Your
that.
ass stinks.
It's mostly my feet.
Yeah.
Because I don't like I'm weird. I don't like wearing socks.
Uh-huh.
They feel constrictive for some reason.
Yeah, you know what that's called? Early onset diabetes. You're gonna have to get some compression socks, buddy.
No, they're all compression socks at this size. I always blamed it on, I'm just bigger than everybody. I just have big feet. No.
Yeah. Fat people with
That's
diabetes
puffy
do that
veins,
too,
bro. Yeah.
No, I'm not fat. I just have a bigger stomach than everybody.
Okay. All right.
But scent combination, I don't fucking know. I kind of like.
This podcast ends in a double suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
One of them had diabetes. The other one was fucking retarded. I think I like citrusy shit. So I like a kitchen lemon type thing that you get at like Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, I
You
can
get
see
kitchen
that.
lemon. I love that shit.
Kitchen lemon.
Yeah.
I've never heard
It's called
of it.
kitchen
but
lemon, dude.
I can see that. Citrusy always seems clean to me.
Yeah.
Like when I smell, I don't know, I guess it's just Pine Sol.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
whatever,
it's probably the years you spent like scrubbing floors and shit in the Marines.
I think about that all the time, about how they're like, hey, don't breathe in these fumes. And it's like, do you know how many years I spent like inches away from the ground, like scrubbing with bleach and stuff, and then like
Yeah.
being like, why are my eyes burning? And,
Yeah, that's
so
why you
weird.
can't smell. You were fucking inhaling ammonia for years.
We used to do that in order to pass our room inspections. We would just bleach bomb. We would just bleach the shit out of the floors, like maybe 10 minutes before they would come in and inspect. And they would come in and
It hurt their eyes.
they'd be like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, okay, yeah. Nothing could live in here. And they would just leave. And it would get them to not look very hard because
Damn, dude, you passed your chemical warfare test. You were pre-qualified for chemical warfare.
yeah, and then you only have to live in it for the next like 12 hours, then it airs out.
You all just like go out to march and your eyes are all red.
Everybody else turns left. I just keep going straight.
Why are you staring at the sun, boy?
It's the only thing I can see. The eclipse was recent, and I went to my wife's work. I went to my wife's work to watch it because they had some type of like eclipse party, and I got out of the car, and my wife's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna miss it. It's almost time." And I just kind of like glanced up, just for half a second. And I was like, "Oh, really?" Like that, and someone screamed, "Don't look up!" like that. And I was like, "All right, calm yourself. I'm not that stupid." Like you can glance at the sun, like you don't stare at it. But
Yeah, but the problem with the eclipse, right, is that your eyes don't dilate properly, right? That's
Maybe.
because it's partially blocked, so your eye doesn't know to dilate, but all the UV can still get into your eye.
Did you see that?
Or so fucking NASA says.
Yeah, if you believe in the sun.
You mean the light bulb that the government put up there?
You mean the big bug zapper in the sky? What was I gonna say? One of my buddies just showed me recently that there's the path the eclipse took and the time of day that it occurred. There's a Google trend that follows the eclipse that says, "Why do my eyes hurt?" There's so many people that are like, shit, man,
I got it with a closed eye. I tested it just like I put the glass on one eye and then I closed this eye, and my eye hurt.
Yeah.
UV rays, dude. Go through your eyelids.
Go through your eyelids.
UV rays, they'll go through your eyelids. I'm a spokesman for everything now. What are you fucking...
You know where you never get UV rays? When you drink a garage beer.
No, because you're inside. It's safe. Far away from that bitch who broke your heart. Dude, one of my coworkers kept looking at the eclipse on accident. She just kept looking up. She's like the head of marketing. And then I heard her one time. I was like, I did it again. I was trying to see a bird. I fucking lost it.
I was trying to see a bird.
You have kids. You fucking dumbass.
You have kids.
She makes like $100,000 a year. She's looking at fucking birds and going blind. What a dumb shit.
Okay.
Oh, yes, dude.
Here we go. Now we're getting into it because...
My fucking boy.
What is the best Matthew McConaughey movie? When you said Matthew McConaughey is one of the topics you sent, I was like, we're going to be able to talk like 6 movies. But then I looked it up and I was like, holy shit, this guy has been...
Yes. He's the fucking man.
He is the man.
What do you got in there?
There's so many Dazed and Confused, Tropic Thunder... Ed TV, Time to Kill, Amistad, Mud, Rain of Fire, Gold.
Rain of Fire, so good.
Rain of Fire. That's the second time, I think, in like 2 weeks that I've talked about that movie.
Rain of Fire?
I love Rain of Fire. It was so good.
Fucking
and I remember
dragons and mines, hell yeah.
When it came out and everybody was like, oh, this movie's stupid. And I'm like, no, this movie is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
It fucking rules, dude. Fighting dragons.
Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey just going head to head.
Yeah, and Christian Bale just fucking yoked up.
Yeah. Oh, and early, what's his name? Gerard Butler.
Is Gerard Butler in Rain of Fire?
He's the best friend of Christian Bale.
Oh, shit.
It's before 300, like before anybody cared who he was. Yeah. But that opening scene with the dragon and the helicopter, and they like catch it with the wolf. I was like, I'm a fan for life.
Yeah, it's the fucking best. It's the best dragon movie ever.
I do think so. It's hard to call Tropic Thunder a Matthew McConaughey movie.
It's definitely not, but that role is great.
It's perfect for him. It's so funny.
Traveling to Laos to give him a fucking TiVo, and then blocking a RPG with a TiVo.
What about, dude? What about when they're talking about adopting kids, and he's like, I mean, that could be the way to go. You're stuck with them like me, like that, and it shows him looking at a picture of his son who has special needs. It's so funny, dude.
Oh, he's so good. A G5 airplane. Yeah, I mean, Tropic Thunder to me is a Tom Cruise movie. Tom Cruise lights that movie on fire. He is fucking credible. Mm-hmm. And that character was his idea. They didn't have anything for him really when he came to audition for it, and he came in like dressed like that, didn't have the fat on or whatever, the big hands, but he just did the dance. He did the dance, and they were like, "Fuck yeah, this is who this character is now."
He's so funny in that movie, like the hands and the arm hair and all of that. Such a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, it's incredible, dude. Dude, hey, okay, flaming dragon, fuck face,
whatever.
We do not negotiate with terrorists.
And they all clap.
I know, dude, he's so good.
Which one of you is the key grip? Me, sir. I want you to punch that man really hard.
Sorry, man.
That's one of my all-time favorite comedies.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder's unreal.
It's one of the last great, I think, I don't know, one of the last great comedies. I haven't seen a good one in a long time.
Now,
like
is
that.
this strictly because of blackface? How much of it do you think is the blackface?
I would say
scale
60-40. No. But it is pretty awesome that's how great the movie is.
Yeah, that everyone's just okay with it.
Like when the whole thing came out, like, oh, Jimmy Kimmel did blackface, and they're like, what about Robert Downey Jr.? It's like,
He killed it.
Cool.
He fucking killed.
No. It was all right.
I'm just like a little boy playing with his dick when he's nervous. It's so good, dude. I'm not gay. God, there's so many fucking good parts of that movie.
That's so good. Oh yeah. Jack Black having withdrawals.
I'll suck your dick. I'll stroke the shaft, cradle the balls, and swallow the gravy. So best Matthew McConaughey role, like the best character he's ever played, is Russ Cole, easily. Russ Cole's Unstoppable. That's True Detective. That was
that's right.
Unstoppable, best role he's ever been in. But I really, really like. Go ahead.
My favorite part about that is that Woody Harrelson says something like, "Don't you ever have dreams or anything like that?" And then he says some wild shit.
He said something about sleep or whatever.
He's like, you gotta stop saying freaky shit, man.
He goes, I don't sleep, I just dream.
Yeah, he's like, that's the freaky shit I'm talking about, man.
Why don't we make the car a place for silent reflection?
That movie, that show, damn, he has been in some great. What do you like? Are you like a rom-com Matthew McConaughey guy?
I like both,
serious?
but I fucking love. So here's my thing with Matthew McConaughey. There's a Family Guy joke that I got into a verbal argument with. I would say my entire school in the hallway. There was a Family Guy joke where on Family Guy, so I don't know if it was Stewie or whoever the fuck, they were yelling at Matthew McConaughey and telling him he's a terrible actor. And the line they went with is, "You had no business being in Contact," which I don't know if you've seen Contact. It's one of my favorite movies. It's awesome. And I lost my shit. I was like, you guys don't understand Contact. So if you haven't seen Contact, it's like an alien encounter movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So they get a signal from outer space, and they're trying to translate the signal. They find out it's schematics or whatever. Matthew McConaughey plays a religious man who happens to be in a relationship or start a relationship with the main lady, who's this like pragmatic atheist scientist or whatever. And they have different views on religion and God, obviously. But they're together, and then he ends up being like the religious advisor to the president. And so when it comes time to decide who's going to go on the trip, he's on the panel and he advises against her going on the trip because she doesn't represent all of humanity, because most of humanity is religious in some facet. It's an incredible role. Like, it's perfect for him. And he does a great job. I couldn't understand why. And everybody kept repeating that joke over and over again. And I was like, you guys don't actually watch any Matthew McConaughey movies. You have no idea how good he is, actually. And this is pre Dallas Buyers Club. This is pre Lincoln Lawyer. And so I'm talking failure to launch at this point. I'm talking fucking Fool's Gold.
Yeah, okay.
And
that was a hard era for him.
I love those. No. I'm saying I'm for those.
Really?
Fool's Gold rips.
Failure to launch, though.
Failure to launch also rips. It's a good time. Justin Bartholomew being a fucking Bradley Cooper, a young Bradley Cooper.
I've never seen you get so passionate about anything.
Don't make me fuck you up in your place of business over Fool's Gold, dude.
This ends with me being like, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like mud.
And you can see it in him in Failure to Launch, that serious moment where he finds out he's being played and it's like raining or whatever. And he's he's like, get the fuck out of my car.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're like, yeah, that guy's got fucking chops.
I remember going to watch that movie and I was 11 or something. And it was kind of like advertised as a comedy. So I went to go see it with my grandmother.
Oh, yeah, you get to see him fuck some chick's brains out in, like, the first scene.
But when he got to that scene, and he was like, get the fuck out of my car. Later, we were leaving, and she was like, I don't like it when they cuss in movies, but that one felt real. like that. And I remember being like,
yeah.
whoa, he delivered it so well that even Granny was on board with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think people who curse should go to hell, but he earned that one.
No. She was an old Scottish woman. She would just save her cussing for behind the scenes.
Cunt.
There's a story about when she was dating my grandfather. They lived in Los Angeles and they went to a Dodgers game, and this is in the 50s or something, where everything was like proper and everybody was like,
yeah.
And he was saying like, hey, in America, sometimes at a sports game you'll hear people yell like, get off your ass or do whatever, and he's like, don't be ashamed, or like, don't be embarrassed by it. I just want to warn you, and you can, if you feel like it, you can join in too. And he said the story goes is that at some point she stood up and was like, hit the fucking ball, like that. This little Scottish lady, and everybody was like,
I'm so fucking retard.
And that's when everybody was like wearing hats and stuff, and people were like clutching their pearls. And I love that story so much.
Legend has it that's how the Black Dahlia murder started. They heard that, and that guy lost his mind and started cutting women's fucking uteruses.
This town's going to shit.
I gotta start killing actresses.
I gotta kill starlets. Not little Scottish nurses.
Yeah. That wasn't a fucking strike, you retard! Scottish is hard. I have to think about the video of the kids getting in trouble for shitting in the toilet to get into.
I've never seen that.
No? Oh, these two little girls are like filming themselves like singing and dancing into like a webcam, and then their Scottish mom opens the door and is like, which one of you took a shit and didn't flush the toilet? And, like, it wasn't me. Well, it was fucking one of you.
It was one of you.
Disgusting. It's fucking great.
I went there last summer, and it's probably my favorite place on earth.
Scotland?
Yes.
Yeah, we
you
thought
wouldn't
about
think
it.
about it. Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, I've seen some pictures. They got castles. They got real fucking castles.
Real castles. Just like I don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty awesome. We thought London was kind of stupid, but
yeah, London's kind of normal. I mean, it's just like a normal city.
London's like a little bit cleaner New York City.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
for sure. Way cleaner than fucking Paris, that's for sure. Dirty French.
Dude, it makes me so happy when I hear people go to like Paris and they're like, "It was really gross."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Good,
dude.
Good."
Yeah,
I don't know. We grew up in my house hating the French because of the whole like war on terror thing, and they were like, they don't want to support us. And do you remember the freedom fries movement? Like that was big. They were like, oh, we got to stop calling them French fries.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
damn.
We got to call them freedom fries. And so there was a little bit of me that like I still like, yeah, fuck them, you know. But
yeah, but I'll go to Bordeaux, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, that's
barely France, you know. That's just wine country. Yeah,
I'll go to south of France. That's basically Africa.
Yeah. We saved the south of France from fucking Nazis, man. We can go there whenever the hell we want.
Yeah, I was about to say we should be allowed there at any point because.
I don't know why I have this urge that I really want to go to the beaches of Normandy and just get hammered.
Yeah.
They just sit on the beaches and get blackout drunk. I don't know why.
I would love to do that.
I don't know why. I was like, that's a good way to pay homage, right? Just fucking blackout.
So especially from like military days, and you learn so much about these beaches and stuff. Like I got a chance to go to Iwo Jima, and I got some black sand or whatever, and I put it in a dip can, and I like saved it and brought it home to my dad, and I was like, "This is from Iwo Jima." We were both like, "Whoa," because I think it's like everybody loves World War II. Like,
it's the best. It's the number one war.
Oh,
it won
for sure,
already.
For sure.
Yeah.
I talked about this a couple weeks ago on a podcast, and people were commenting on it, and they were like, do you guys really think that America won World War II? And it's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
Remember when we vaporized 2 cities? Yeah, I think that was a 3-point shot.
That was
a real buzzer beater on our part.
I think we vaporized.
Yeah, I think we won.
Period.
Yeah. 2 periods.
Shout out
colon, dude. Just 2 black holes.
Don't make this an ellipses, Tokyo.
Uncle? We should. What's the Japanese word for uncle? We should have made him say uncle.
Uncle.
Uncle. Uh-oh.
Oh man. This is the most I've laughed in a podcast in a long time. And it's all about stuff that I'm gonna not want. It's like,
you know all that progress you've been making on your brand.
yeah. I just won like 4 cases against Facebook because they were like, "Your content can't be monetized," and then I would request a review, and they're like, "Okay, I guess it's not that bad." This time, I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, nope, I get it.
That's a free video."
Yeah, that's a free one. Yeah. What's the opposite of Patreon? Can I do what you two did and just send it to everyone?
Actually, I think the opposite of Patreon is reparations. It's actually pronounced Patreon.
That's my cousin. Okay, movie with the best soundtrack.
Oh shit. Okay, first one that came to mind was Van Wilder. It's a glorious pop punk medley.
That's a probably super early 2000s. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
But you thought
it's like Goldfinger.
Pop punk sucks.
Oh no, it does. This is actually merch from a pop punk band. I like it though. You know.
That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start selling merch that's like Eric Rustler sucks.
That would be great. Yeah.
So many people would buy it.
Yeah, I finally have a use for the tattoo I have on my ass.
That's the bit. That's the merch.
Yeah.
It's just a koozie with Aaron's ass. It's like Eric Rustler sucks.
Yeah, and it's not what you think. I got the tattoo because that's a text that Eric's wife sent me.
All right.
Remember when you were talking about the Jews?
Okay. No, I was gonna say. One time I said, "Remember the Titans?"
Oh, sure.
That's a great soundtrack. But somebody recently said "Dazed and Confused." Mm-hmm. Another great McConaughey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
By the way,
the OG.
Man, I forgot about that.
It's the OG Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, so many great.
He got that role just like in a bar.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I think it was who made it, Soderbergh, or I can't remember who made it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They were just hanging out with him in the bar, and they were like, we're putting you in this fucking movie.
There's so many actors in that movie. That, like when you go back and watch it, have you ever done the drinking game that goes with it?
Mm-mm.
It's you take a shot every time the kid touches his nose.
Oh no!
The main character, if you watch, he touches his nose like 47
like out of frustration.
Yeah, or like I don't know if it was just like his acting tick or something like that, but he would go to it anytime something happened. He'd be like,
"Oh, I gotcha." Okay.
Like anytime he touches his face or whatever, it's pretty wild. You get blackout drunk.
Really fucked up.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other rules to it as well. Like every time Ben Affleck is just like a dick. You take a drink or something like that. You can still do that through all of his movies now.
Yeah, fucking Batman movies, you can drink to her nose.
You have to drink to get through Geely, so
well, what's the god damn it? What's the one where he's like a fucking banker? I can't remember. Never mind. He's
the accountant?
Yeah, where he's like
he's an accountant but also a super spy.
I know, dude. It's the nerdiest. I mean, I don't know who wrote that movie, but they think very highly of themselves.
Exactly.
What if I had secret powers?
That's what accountants do after April 15th. They're like, oh shit, now we don't have anything to do for the next
I better kill people.
9 months. Yeah. Time to work on my novel.
Yeah, he's actually really smart and good at numbers.
Yeah, he catches them with numbers and then kills them with guns.
Yeah, and all the ladies like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looks like Batman.
Yeah, he's like, it's like the tough one from Good Will Hunting, but he gets more pussy.
And then they're selling it, and they're like, oh, they're trying to pitch it, and then the studio's like, okay, cool, yeah, Jason Bourne with autism, got it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Well, hold on, it's actually a lot more nuanced than that.
No, there's a lot more to it. Yeah, no. All right, sorry, Asperger's. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to make this movie or not, kid?
I got nothing but time. All right. I got more meetings.
That'd be funny if during the sniper scene, the only way to get him to miss a shot is to make eye contact with him. Like, he's like, and he has to like look away.
He's looking down the scope and it's just, oh, he's triggering me.
Overstimulated. That movie, I did like that movie. It was like cool action scenes and stuff, but there was a part where he's at a farm working on a 50 cal sniper rifle, and it's just these two old people that own a farm. They're like, I'm sure it's fine. You know, like, because he just shows up and he's like, I would like to practice today. And they're like, oh, go ahead. And he's just shooting like pieces of wood from a mile away. And they're like, he does this from time to time. And then bad guys show up and hold the old couple hostage. And so he starts picking them off from a field, like the bad guys.
Yeah, with a 50, which means even if he doesn't hit them, those old people are dead.
Yeah, dude. It would have blown a basketball-sized hole through the house, you know? And it's just ripping through. Bing! Yeah, and then all the bad guys are like, and they like drop, and the old lady's like, oh my goodness. Like, no, it would have dismembered her.
Yeah.
Just pink mist.
Yeah, he would have become nothing, and you would have become part of nothing.
Dust.
Yeah, I knew that. I used to work with this guy who was a Marine sniper, and he got discharged because he got sick. He thinks he got sick because one of his jobs was like Overwatch on like a nuclear site or whatever, and he thinks he wasn't given the proper precautionary gear and that he got himself sick, so he got discharged. But he used to talk about like melting people all the time. It was like just openly talking about it, just like what it looks like whenever they vaporize.
There is every now and then you'll get somebody to open up with something like that, and it is kind of fun to watch them be like, you know what happens to a camel's head when it like you're like, oh, okay,
wow,
oh, okay,
oh boy, so you're marrying my daughter, oh fuck.
Okay, best Dragon Ball Z character.
I mean, Vegeta's number one, obviously. Is
he
even in this fucking picture?
No, he's not in this picture.
God damn it, this is fucking season 1 horseshit.
Yeah.
God damn it.
This is season, look how young Gohan is.
Yeah, he's a little baby boy.
I hate Gohan. I never liked him.
As a kid, yes, you love Teen Gohan, though. Everybody loves Teen Gohan.
Yeah.
When Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is everyone's go-to.
Yeah, but then he became that superhero with like a bed sheet tied around him.
Yeah, Great Saiyan Man was not great.
Yeah, not great.
Not
great Saiyan Man.
But then he got pussy, and that was fucking sweet. Remember when he brought Videl and taught her how to fly, and he's just staring down her shirt the whole time?
I don't remember that.
Maybe that's some art that I saw.
Maybe that's from my notes.
Yeah, dude. It's just fucking. He saves the world and gets pussy from the guy who pretended to save the world. Is like, well, I'm now I took your job and I'm gonna fuck your daughter. Nah, dude, Gohan rules. You gotta twist it.
Maybe I need to do a deep dive into this.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that the worst character for sure is Yamcha.
Yeah, Yamcha sucks.
Yeah,
and especially, but
I like
speaking of Vegeta, you get to watch Vegeta come in and fucking steal Yamcha's bitch.
Dude, Yamcha got
cocked hard, dude. An alien from outer space.
She didn't even care.
Comes down, ripped as hell, and fucks your girl.
He turns into a giant monkey once a month, and she was like, well, all right.
Yeah, but you can't believe what it's like. Dude. You could probably hear him fuck from his house. Wherever the fuck he lives, dude. Yeah. He's just hanging out with his dumb floating cat, and he's like, don't listen to him, Yamcha.
You're the prince. You're the prince.
Yeah. I am.
Give me the seconds.
I showed her my Wolfgang fist. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, I was gonna say obviously Goku's the best character.
No, he's an idiot.
He is an idiot, but he
literally has brain damage.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, 100%.
That's his whole. That's why he is how he is. Is because he hit his head when he crashed on Earth. He fucking smacked his head, and that's why he's nice.
Really, really hard.
Yeah. So literally, this is a retarded guy. He's a retarded guy with superpowers.
Right, but so was Forrest Gump, and we love him too.
What do we?
You don't like Forrest Gump?
I mean,
That's another great soundtrack. By the way.
I fucking hate Forrest Gump.
Why do you hate Forrest Gump?
I can't watch a retarded guy. I just can't do it, dude. It drives me up a fucking wall.
For someone who loves Matthew McConaughey, I find that hard.
Nah, he's intelligent. That's called suave intelligence.
It's called Texas intelligence.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
He is the Texas instrument, man.
Yes, exactly, dude. That's what you call longhorn swagger.
I just like after a while, Yamcha died, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna bring him back, right? Like, he can just
no, they brought him back
every time.
He's only died the one time.
Really? I thought he died multiple
Well,
times.
other than times where everybody died, like when Boo killed everybody or whatever. But
Yeah.
he only the one time during the Saiyan saga where he got blown the fuck up, and then they brought him back from that. And then after that, he stops being relevant because he's too weak to do anything. So like he almost dies.
He just retires.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Dr. Gero stabs him through the fucking chest. At the beginning of the Android saga, just holds him up by his face and sticks his hand through him slowly, and then he doesn't die from that. I think he recovers, and then after a while, he just starts wearing a fucking suit and hanging out. And he's like, "I don't fight anymore."
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, a monkey from outer space fucked my girl and broke my spirit. I can't look anyone in the eye anymore. All of you, dude, imagine that. Your whole existence is being strong, and then some strong guy comes, fucks your girl, and you still have to hang out every day, and everybody knows it.
And they openly talk about how weak you are.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll tell him to his face, "You're a fucking weak piece of shit." Dude, and he's right. He can fucking kill him if he wants, but he doesn't because it's not worth it.
So you would go Vegeta or Gohan over Goku? Man,
easily, yeah.
Goku was so cool. Like,
I mean, he has his moments.
Was stupid, yeah.
He has his moments. Peak Goku for me is when he shows up on Namek and he's jacked and he's just fucking up the Ginyu Force. That's like, I was like, oh, what a fucking dog, dude.
Got that dog in it.
Yeah, but what made Vegeta for me and what made him my favorite ever since is when he finally was a Super Saiyan and he just raped Android 20. The fat one, remember when he rips his fucking arms off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that was, I still, if I'm hungover and I watch that, I'll get fucking emotional.
Really?
Dude, I get emotional so easy.
I do too. That's weird. I will tear up over the simplest things.
Songs.
Have you ever seen Bluey? Oh my gosh.
Bluey?
You know, Bluey is a kid's cartoon. They're 8-minute episodes about a family of Australian blue heeler dogs.
Okay.
And they just have like common everyday interactions, but they teach like a lesson without beating you over the head with it. And there's so many episodes where like it ends and I'm just like, oh fuck. Oh man, I'm such a bad dad. There's so many episodes.
Why doesn't it come that easy to me?
But it's such a good show.
Last thing I got emotional about was I went to fucking I did Andrew's show at the 9th Street Deli, and I was waiting on everybody to get there, and they had the cards game on, and then they had SmackDown on, and fucking Triple H came out in a suit to like present the tag team belts or whatever, and I watched him just like look kids in the eyes and make their day, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch the baseball game. I gotta watch the fucking baseball game. Something about seeing Triple H, dude, walking down there looking fly as hell in a fucking open shirt with a suit jacket over it, and then just being like kids being so happy to see him. I was like, oh fuck.
I could never be like a Make-A-Wish person that like goes to visit sick kids because I would cry so hard in their face. I'd be like, oh, you're dying.
You're gonna die.
You seem like a cool dude, but you're gonna die. I wouldn't be here if things were going good. Oh man, I'm gonna think about you at Christmas because you won't be here. Like it just I would lose it. I would lose my composure instantly.
No way.
Yeah, they when I transferred out of the infantry in the Marines, there was they were like, hey, we need someone to go and do like military burials and stuff. You could sign up for that. And I was like, no.
Jesus.
That would have been the easiest job in the world, but I would have been fired instantly because I would have just been like, giving somebody a folded flag. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we've actually made our peace with it. Can we shut this guy the fuck up? Or
I'm the only one crying.
You know, he cheated on me like every day.
Yeah, every chance he got. Yeah,
but that was only because he didn't understand how much he loved you.
This is a PTSD. He was a really good guy. I'm sure he tried. Best Dragon Ball Z villain.
Okay. Most evil is Boo.
Really?
Boo's the most evil. He's the most like blindly evil. He doesn't give a shit. He has no goals. All he wants to do is just cause pain and have fun.
I remember Cell scaring me to death as a kid, simply because he would like his tail would.
Yeah, it's scary, right?
Like, yeah,
stab and suck people dry.
Yeah, and I was like,
the idea of it going around you and just like slowly, like while their feet are kicking.
Yeah,
terrifying.
Terrifying.
You remember the King Kong with Jack Black?
Yes. Yeah.
With all the bugs. Remember that worm comes down and like gets that guy on the head, like while he's being held by other.
And he's still like shooting, but it's just like out in the air.
Yeah, it's like slowly going down his face. Oh, I had nightmares about that shit.
That was terrifying.
Being slowly consumed is terrifying.
How did Jack Black survive that? That was my favorite part of the movie, is that they were all running through the triple canopy jungle, and he's keeping up with them. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's a part where they go over a log, and I'm like, zero chance. Zero chance he walks this tightrope log across
I'm sorry,
this
Mr.
ravine.
Black, you are not making it off the island.
That is the least believable part about this movie about a giant gorilla.
It's Jack Black's cardio. That's good. Best way to show you trust somebody.
Oh. Kill someone for them. That's interesting.
I was going to say, if I let you drive my car. If I let you drive my car, that means I trust you.
Yeah. I think the only people that have driven my car are Sarah and her friend Chase, and that was just because we were blackout drunk at the Funny Bone and he had to take us home. But yeah, for the most part, I don't let anybody drive my car. I don't trust very many people, though, so I'm trying to come up with who do I trust and how do I show them.
There's very few people. There's lots of people I like, but very few people that I'd be like, yeah, you can do this. No.
Yeah, how many comedians would you let drive your daughter to the airport?
Okay, how many comedians would I let see my daughter? There's a reason why I set up base 100 miles from my house.
Set up base?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I don't know. Did I tell you Ronaldo did a show with me in Nashville one time, and he's like, I'll drive to your house, and then we'll go from there down to Nashville. And I was like, okay, cool. And as soon as he pulled up, I walked down the driveway, and we got in my car immediately and left. And I was like, no. Like, I didn't even give him the option, like, hey, you want to come in and meet my family? Like, it was like, no. You're here. That's enough. That's the most I've ever trusted another comic. No one has ever, no one else has ever gone. Yeah, exactly. Like, no. Would you? Somebody said this, that if you let someone scroll through your For You page on Instagram, that's trust.
Oh, yeah. Mine's a fair mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. I guess right now it's like a lot of guitar stuff, like metal, and then it is there are some sluts. There's a lot of hate. I get hit with an alien, or it's not an alien. Hayley Williams stuff a lot. The girl from Paramore. I don't know why, but it's all over my feed. I don't like actively search for that picture of Hayley Williams nude from way long ago that I remember when it came out.
I promise. I promise.
I don't need to look it up. It's in here, baby. Just like those Jennifer Lawrence pictures she had to scrub from the internet. Nice try, bitch. I got a photographic memory, you dumb bitch. I remember you in the bathtub, idiot.
As soon as Neuralink goes live,
Dude.
they're out, baby.
Yeah, the fappening part 2.
I'll never forget when that happened. Every celebrity had like a couple photos that leaked, and then she had like 4.
Dude, a
pages.
lot. She was sending a bunch, dude.
I was like, whoa.
She was setting up a tripod, it looked like, dude. She was fucking taking shoots. A lot of people's were selfies or whatever, but she was like posing and shit.
I mean, all right.
Yeah, best day ever. I was at work in Pacific, Missouri at where I worked at a tubing distributor, and just like openly looking at pictures of naked women on it.
I was in the military. It was like a public announcement. They were like, at the end of the day, they'd be like, all right, tomorrow, meet at 6:30.
Everybody report to your bunks immediately.
This is not a drill. This is not code red.
Extra tissues will be provided in the mess hall.
We're just running through, and they're just handing out. It's like, when the man with the lotion runs dry, the man behind him picks up.
Everyone be aware, Justin Verlander is in some of the pictures, but you do not see his dick.
Oh, you just hear a couple guys. Oh,
I'm a Detroit Tigers fan.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy who married Kate Upton?
That's what the picture's from.
that's what I
It
was
was Kate
making sure.
Upton's. She was taking like nude selfies, and then he was just standing there like holding his dick. He's pretty cool though. He used to eat Taco Bell before every start.
I mean, he got Kate Upton, so
Yeah.
it must
Tall
be.
dude, probably a fucking hog.
Probably.
Throwing 95. Jesus Christ. Man, we never talk. You talk about like NFL players beating their wives, but if a fucking NFL pitcher decided to slap their wife with those flexible fucking all that rotation they can get with the hips, dude.
They rename it Tommy John surgery to like Ray Rice surgery.
Yeah, dude, your earrings are sticking in the drywall.
They become projectiles.
He's gonna fucking take your head off. You got a bunch of jewelry and you're a Claymore mine.
It's so hard. It's like Dragon Ball Z. The windows shatter.
He generated too much force.
It's all the torque they get.
It's all
I'm
in
just
the hips,
saying,
dude.
if you pissed off a baseball player and he had a coaster or something, I mean, game over.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, a towel.
Yeah.
They just like whip that towel really hard. And just, oh fuck!
It cracks a rib.
It broke my fucking nose with a towel.
My wife threw a coaster at my face one time because I fell asleep. And
like a soft coaster, or like a fucking.
no, it was one of these.
God.
I'm pretty sure it was one of these exact ones.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had just come home from work, and it was like a 17-hour day, and I was exhausted. And I sat down on the couch, and she said she was talking to me, and then my head just like dropped, and next thing I know, I just felt whack like that, and I was like, oh my god! Like I was just sitting there, and I opened my eyes, and I saw the coaster laying in my lap, and I looked at her, and she was like, just frozen, and she just instantly was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She's like, I was just playing, and it was wet, and it slipped, and and the only reason I believe her is because I've watched her throw, and she cannot hit something unless she's not actually intending to throw it.
Yeah,
And
she's got to let her body do the work.
yeah, it was just, she was in that what do they call it? That flow state where it was just
what?
the flow state when your mind is just like free of all distractions and you can just just
No. I'm gonna get my head bounced off the counter. That's probably true. That's evidence of probably the patriarchy, though. The fact that she was like,
no. All I did was stand up and I just looked at her like, and then I just I was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, it's nothing. No one would believe me. You know, no one would believe me.
Dude, I remember when we were kids. I don't know what was happening exactly. I was hanging out with two of my friends, and one of them was doing something and just took off running, and the other dude had a hockey stick. and he just threw it like a javelin, like up into the air. And man, he couldn't have nailed it better. He arced perfectly, and then my buddy Ryan turned around just in time for him to hit his face and split his lip open.
Oh, no.
Just drilled him. Probably 25, 30 feet away. Like,
I once took, we had one of those, like, wooden mop handles, but we unscrewed the mop head from it. And so, it was just, like, that big around and this long. And my buddy was on a bike, and he was driving by me, and I, like, took it like a spear and just threw it. And 1 in a million shot goes through the spokes, and then when it completes the circle and hits the frame of the bike, it just stops, full flip over the handlebar. He hit the back of his head, and I was like, "Oh!" He was like, "Why would you do that?" I was like, "I don't know." It was like an animal instinct. I just had to throw it. Yeah, I have terrible impulse control.
Yeah, for a second there, you were fucking hunting woolly mammoths, dude, up in the Ice Age. You were like, I need to kill now.
Something
baby hungry.
Something ancestral in me was like, go for the kill. Best dog breed.
Dalmatian, 100%, dude.
Really?
All day long.
They're so temperamental. They're not as friendly as people like.
You've met my dogs. My dogs are super friendly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Only dogs.
But there's a lot of Dalmatians though that people are like, all right, be careful. Not super big fan of strangers.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots. That's their fault.
Don't train their dogs.
Yeah, they're just idiots. This is the problem. It's all about training and discipline. No, I don't know. I don't fucking do shit. I give them shit off the counter. I've done nothing discipline wise.
You come home, you blow a whistle. Nobody else can hear. The dogs are like standing on each other. Like.
Now open Daddy's beer. Yeah, no, we're fucking Dalmatian supremacists, dude. Literally, we see other dogs. Because we like to talk as the dogs and make them say, or I like to make them say inappropriate shit. And it's like, oh yeah, that German Shepherd is the inferior race. A filthy, impure mutt. It's so much fun.
It's fun to call a German thing an inferior race.
Yeah, yeah. How'd you like it?
We flipped his quip.
Dude,
I hate small dogs.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I don't mind. I don't mind any type of dog.
Look, I don't mind them, of course, but I just.
You wouldn't want to have one?
I get annoyed when I see people that have dogs that are like so tiny they just carry them around all day.
They're so cute.
But
They're
I'm
so
like,
small and cute.
just get a cat.
Dude,
it's the exact same thing.
One of my old jobs, my coworker had like a Yorkie poo, and this fucking thing was so tiny. I'm talking like this big probably. It would hang out on my desk. So like we shared an office. So when he would go to lunch, the dog would hang out with me, and he would lay on my. He loved me. He would lay on my like shirt. I had like a shirt on the floor or whatever, and I would just put him up on my desk and just nap or sit there while I worked. But he was like this tall off the desk. It was adorable.
Little tiny guy.
Yeah, and that was like full size. Like he's not gonna. I don't think he was gonna get bigger than that.
Yeah, I have a corgi, so his legs full grown.
Oh yeah, you got a little fat butt.
Oh yeah.
Like a little tube.
Yeah, he looks like a little sausage link. But I've seen him around like other big dogs. Like we just took him to a house recently, and there was a boxer there, and I was like, oh, this boxer is gonna destroy our dog. And it's weird. Like he's tougher than he looks, and he's got this super thick like fur and super thick neck like all around. So even when the dog would like try to like bite, it's like, oh, you're not getting. We bought him an electric like a bark collar, and it's so thick it doesn't phase him at all.
Oh yeah.
We turned it all the way up to 10, and he would just bark and bark and bark.
I don't feel shit.
Yeah, he's like, good luck.
Yeah. I'm a fucking turtle, dude. I'm protected.
I won't be silenced, bitch.
We had some friends that had a corgi. He was a fucking cocksucker. He was a real jerk.
He's a food whore, and he'll do like crazy cat like acrobatics to get to food. Like he'll jump on a couch and then climb on a table to get, and then jump to like another thing just to reach food. Like he figures things out. Like he's like an American Ninja Warrior, like going over just to get a pizza crust or something. And there's nothing you do will deter him.
Yeah,
like you can move
find a way.
But as soon as you leave, he's going right back for it.
Yeah,
like
all you did was kill him off in the video game. He's got another life. He knows exactly how to get
Yeah.
to right where he left off.
I have to tell that to my son all the time. I'm like, buddy, you can't leave food out around the dog. Like, he's gonna figure it out. We have these like little like folding tables or whatever, like little individual TV trays, I guess you would call them. And he's notorious for like, he'll just jump up and flip it over. And then whatever, it's just all his.
Oh, like
after.
killer whales, dude.
Yeah,
That's how killer whales eat.
And he's black and white, so it does kind of work.
Yeah, like killer whales flip over fucking patches of ice to eat seals.
Have you seen that where they create like a tide to like push a seal off an ice cap?
Oh yeah,
That's got to be so terrifying to be up there and like I'm safe, and then you're like, wait, what's this wave coming towards me? And
water
then,
doesn't go up here. What the fuck?
That's so weird. Whoa! Like,
Yeah.
And then you're just in there.
Yeah, being murdered by a more intelligent creature.
Oh, probably the most intelligent creature on the planet.
A killer whale?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's
dude.
what they say.
Yeah, right. We're number one. Fuck whales.
Number one.
Yeah.
Let me know when they figure out Instagram.
Yeah. How's all that plastic in your body, you dumbass? That was us. That was us.
Yeah, if you're so smart, how come we're taking all your fish?
Yeah, we're the cigarette company.
Apex predator.
Yeah, we're the cigarette company to whales. We've been silently killing them for years, and they have no idea.
Yeah, that's true. They don't have us on display at zoo.
Yeah, dipshits. Do a spin, dumbass.
Yeah, do a flip for fish. Oh, what? You killed a couple 20-year-olds in California? Who
Yeah,
cares?
you know we used to beat seals to death for fun, right? Fucking idiot.
My favorite, that reminds me that we had to do like a presentation on the states when I was in school, and this guy got Alaska, and he had to do a presentation on like what you do in Alaska for activities, and the slide was this just like cute little seal face, you know, and then as like he would add things, it just would slowly zoom out, and then when it got to the end, you would see that there was there was a guy like a foot away from the seal with a bat.
Like a whack-a-mole hammer.
It was coming down. So, I mean, that was a split second before the seal just gets splattered. And I remember the teacher being like, oh, like, yelling. But I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Someone
slowly reveal it.
the slow pan back, and it was perfect because you couldn't see the axe coming down until the very end. And you're like, oh, beautiful. Oh, if you could steal a trait from an animal, which would be the best one?
Ooh.
I've just got a couple of here, like cat eyes, wings, a dog's like a bit sense of smell, or a tail.
Yeah, it's hard to beat wings. I'm trying, like, that's...
Especially owl wings.
What,
Have you seen? I don't know what this says about me, but my Instagram page is like animal shit, and they did this thing where they made a couple different birds fly over microphones, and it's like every single bird made noise, but an owl is completely silent.
Stealth bombers.
Silent. Yeah. Have you seen the videos of them just like snatching eagles?
No.
Oh, it's so much fun to watch because there's like an eagle nest on the side of a cliff, and it's always at like nighttime, and all of a sudden you'll just see like two glowing eyes in the distance. And then, like, there's two eagles sitting here, and all of a sudden, just one just and is gone into the dark. And the other eagle's like, "What happened?"
Whoa, okay, yeah. No, thanks.
They have yet to design a drone that can defend itself against an owl. Owls and hawks just murk drones all the time.
God, imagine what an owl could do to like a Afghani wedding. Talk about apex predators. Everyone got on Obama's case about all the drone strikes. He didn't send one owl that way.
He didn't say. Could have been much worse.
That's real restraint.
That's the funniest thing. There's so many people that are going to be like, oh, in the comments. Just imagine. Okay.
I came face to face with an owl once at night. We were out. One of Sarah's friends does like Rover. And so he'll like, he has his own thing now. He doesn't do Rover anymore, but like where he'll have like a bunch of dogs stay at his house, like all at once. He's like a dog trainer or whatever. And one time his roommate left the door open. One of them got out. And so we tried to help him find it. It got into Tower Grove Park. Like it climbed the fence into Tower Grove Park. Or not Tower Grove Park, Forest Park. So huge. And so me and Sarah, it's like, I don't know what time at night, but we're driving around Forest Park trying to find this dog. And I'm flashing a flashlight around or whatever. And I thought I saw like eyes or whatever. So I had Sarah pull over and I got out and I started walking towards it. And it's so dark and I don't have my flashlight pointed right at it, but I know there's something there. And then I get closer and then the head turns and looks at me and it's, I can see, then I recognize what it is.
Yeah.
But it's on the ground and it was looking down, so it just landed on something, I'm sure. And so its head just turns back and it just looks at me for a second, and it felt like we should walk away. And I was like, yeah, okay, fuck this.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Enjoy your meal.
Yeah, you're way bigger than what I got. No.
I heard somebody say that like anytime they discover like an owl's nest or den or what, I don't know where they live.
Lair.
Yeah.
It's a fucking lair.
They say that they always will look in there and they'll always find like collars from pets.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just get like an owl. So cats destroy birds 9 times out of 10. But owls have been wiping out cats for hundreds of years. Like,
yeah.
It's pretty crazy. That's how like dangerous they are. They're like apex predators.
Yeah. And they're so fluffy and cool looking.
Yeah.
Which is
they
way
are
better.
like, and we're all like, oh, look, they're cute, look, they're smart, and it's like, I'm a psychopath.
Yeah, dude. I think Matt Bronger used to have a joke about owls and like how fucking scary they are, and it's like that's why they make that sound. They say, who will be the next to die?
Who wants some?
Fucking nobody.
Fucking nobody. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah. How'd you have fun diving into this world?
I literally did. I googled death metal bands, and then this popped up. And I'm gonna be honest, I can read maybe 3 of the names on here.
Yeah. There's some tough ones in there for sure.
Yeah, they're all insane. It's all like fairy rape and
there's a couple that I don't know for sure. Best one in there. Let's see. Best one in there. Suffocation is great. Cannibal Corpse is classic. Behemoth is great. Amon Amarth is like, I wouldn't even call them death metal, really. It's like Viking metal. It's awesome. It's all about Thor and shit. I think that's like melodic metal or something like that. Obscura is awesome. Obscura is really, really good.
I'm scared to tap into that
world.
That world. I don't know. I had a roommate in the Marines that was he was into summoning demons.
Oh, like legit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude.
He would listen to like Latin, like music, like satanic chanting music, and he'd always like light candles and put them in like a pentagram on the floor.
Oh,
and stuff like that.
I'm sure everyone loved that.
It was so much fun for me. I finally had to like tell somebody, I'm like, I can't live in here anymore. I can't. I'll sleep on the floor somewhere else. I don't care. I'm not going back in there. He was like, I believe in demons, and he's asking for it.
He's fucking.
Yeah, I'm good, you know. But I'm scared. Like, what if I got really into like Viking metal, and I was like, I just went through and just attacked like a farmer's market with an axe.
It just fucking. That's what triggers you.
Yeah,
I am Thor.
I mean, I did throw a spear at a kid on a bike, so I mean, like maybe.
Local Cape Girardeau man beat a woman to death with a hammer, exclaiming, "I am Thor, god of thunder. Kneel before me." Yeah, I mean a lot of these are like kind of classic death metal bands too, like Deicide and Morbid Angel or whatever. I don't really listen to a lot of that stuff. A lot of the stuff I like is like more modern, like it's probably more metalcore.
What is it? So you're in a metal band, right?
Yeah, I mean I make music. We don't play or anything, but yeah, it's just bedroom shit. We haven't played anything in a long time, but
that's
yeah,
cool. I mean that's cool. But...
Yeah, I went to school for audio engineering forever ago. So like I always wanted to like be like a mixing engineer. But then you make no money, so I've said fuck it. So now I just do it for myself.
You're the Dr. Dre of death metal.
Dr. Drain My Blood.
Yeah, Dr. Drain My Blood. Yeah. I think right here what it's missing is like a blood curdling scream. Could you give me one of those?
Yeah.
Well, let's just add it in. Yeah.
Now, have you maybe thought about during this next take opening the throat of a lamb over top of yourself, and as the blood rains down, screaming through the blood?
Yeah. Have you ever? Yeah.
I know it's a $14,000 Norman mic. It's but
Yeah, look.
trust me, it's going to be worth it.
I feel like it will come through in the art.
Yes. Yeah. You want the record done, or you want the record done right? Now drive those stakes through your hands.
Let's go. That's the volume I want. There. Finally.
I don't care if it's your niece. It's the only virgin we have available. Kill her.
Come on. I thought you wanted to go platinum. Come on, Ragnar. You said this is what you wanted.
I don't like this anymore.
Why is the nice-looking boy so mean? I like how it's just they're all in like spikes and leather and stuff, and you're still in a Costco hoodie. You're like, hey guys, real quick, I'm gonna insert a wolf howl right here. If you could try to put a razor through your penis while I do that, I think it's really gonna all come together.
So I'm actually not doing that. Oh, I thought you were hardcore. Sorry.
Sorry. I thought you were a true believer. I didn't know you were a poser. Oh,
okay. I got you. I didn't. You should have put that whenever you signed up for this.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's get obituary back in here. I bet they'll do it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. There's tampons in the drawer next to the microphone. I'm sure you're gonna need those soon.
Yeah.
Usually we use those tampons to plug the holes of real hardcore metal vocalists, but
yeah.
You probably need it for your pussy.
At the Gates last week shot themselves. But okay, no, you're cool.
Have you ever watched anything about like Swedish death metal, like
haven't.
the original like church burners and shit like that?
No,
dude, they were just crazy fucking kids who were just trying to. So
sounds like it.
Yeah, dude. They were legit just. They started fires in churches. There's I can't remember the name of the band off the top of my head because I'm an idiot, but there was a band who. One of the guys in the band, or no, it wasn't one of the guys in the band, like somebody in the scene shot himself with a shotgun, killed himself. And one of the guys in the band went and he saw his dead body there and he took a picture of it. And then they used that picture for the album cover for the next album. Just a fucking real dead guy that they knew.
This is what Tommy would have wanted, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Dude, yeah, you should watch some stuff on it. It was like it's this weird because they're all like teenagers or like young kids.
That's hilarious to me.
It's so petty and weird and political the way they interact with each other. It's so weird. It's not as like scary as you think it is. It's only scary because it's like, oh, these were like teenagers just like having their own hierarchy and trying to bully each other, and then it ends up with violence and death.
Usually how it goes. But that's funny to me because now I think that they would all be like 45 and they're just like, oh yeah, I go by Tony now.
Yeah, I know it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know I said I wanted to be called Bloodlord forever, but
yeah, the corpse paint is crazy. That's weird shit.
Corpse paint?
That corpse paint, like how a black metal artist will just paint their face like white. And like with like black accents everywhere or whatever. Never seen corpse paint before? Yeah, it's if you look it up, you'll be like, oh, I have seen that before. That's like the go-to like black metal look is like spiky fucking leather clothes and your face painted white with like black around your eyes and some other shit going on.
Is this like what you do on the weekend?
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
I was just wondering like it's your band makes like you said bedroom music, but you all get dressed up to like
to record it. Yeah, no. That's the funny thing too is like they probably don't dress that way when they record. So like when they track, they're just dressed like normal dudes probably.
Oh, that's true.
My buddy was in Spain, and his cousin is in a band here. It's like kind of a black metal band, and they got to go overseas and tour in Europe with Cannibal Corpse. Who Cannibal Corpse is like the godfather of modern death metal. They're like the go-to for everybody. They're in Ace Ventura.
Oh, really?
In Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, the first one, if you remember, he goes through a club and he's like looking for clues or whatever, and there's a death metal band playing. It's Cannibal Corpse, and they actually played a show. Like it's actually them.
That's pretty cool.
But they got to go tour, and so my buddy Jake ended up being in Spain on a rock climbing trip, and so he got to go see his cousin's band. There's a band called Dark Funeral that played. And he said there was literally a moment where the vocalist held an upside down cross to the audience and just kept yelling "Hail Satan." And it's like it's part of their aesthetic, but he's like he did it too long. Like it was like everyone got on board and they were starting to taper off in their interest, and he was still "Hail Satan."
Okay, right.
Or he keeps doing it.
Okay.
Does he want us to?
Why? How? I should have known that.
I don't know how.
That's where this podcast would go.
Hail Satan.
By the end, it would be. That's wild to me. I don't know. That would just terrify me. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of people, it's more aesthetic than anything. Nobody actually believes it.
I went to a party one time and somebody was using a Ouija board and I left.
Oh, really?
I was like, no, and I just walked out. And they were like, come on, it's not real. And I'm like, is it? Is it not real?
My buddy Cameron is like that. He didn't want to be around Ouija boards, so I bought a Ouija board and I hid it under his bed. Just left it there for months.
I would laugh. I would be terrified, but I would laugh.
Yeah, I just put it under there. And then his brother died, but that's probably unrelated.
They never found his body, just a bunch of claw marks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's got one of the
claw marks leading to the closet. Like he just got dragged. Like
just classic cancer.
Yeah.
Classic cancer that drags you to the fucking basement. Run-of-the-mill melanoma there.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just normal every day. Okay. Best way to tell if someone's a bad person.
Oh shit. Ooh. The way they treat waitstaff.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't had that. Oh, I should add that on there. When I Googled these, I was like, all right, what are some good pictures? Like drinking while pregnant, probably not a good thing. Not returning your shopping cart is my personal pet peeve. Littering drives me nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I see someone just blatantly do it. Like, I mean, when I see litter, it doesn't bother me. But when I watch someone litter, that's two very different. It's just like, come on.
You're in plain view. Do it privately.
Come on, man.
I will. So I used to litter just to annoy people in my car. Like I would just throw cups of soda out the window just to watch people. Just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I would just be like, Aaron, I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I'd probably go back and pick it up. I'd probably pick it up and then just walk home or get an Uber. So
it's a fun bit.
How you treat your waitstaff. You know, when I Googled this Googled these, I was like, I just typed bad person into Google Images, and one of the first ones was a news clip of a kid in a school with a gun. like a steel frame of like a kid going down a hallway like
you're
that.
A bad guy.
I was like, that counts, I guess.
How do you tell if somebody's a bad person? Probably if they kill a couple kindergartners. That's a pretty good tell.
I mean, if they shoot up a public school, not my favorite.
Bad person,
people.
Great shot.
Yeah. No, they never are.
No.
Never. It's always
they're not prepared for the adrenaline. They don't train.
Yeah, exactly. Train like you fight, guys.
Yeah, exactly. They need to do a couple fucking burpees before they go shoot. Then they're going to be able to perform under high stress.
Exactly. You got to get your heart rate elevated.
Yeah, they need to do some Jocko Willing shit.
This is all jokes. These are all jokes.
Listen, kids, if your bullies have it coming, you need to practice high adrenaline shooting.
My daughter said that kids that go to high school with her watch my podcast, and they don't know she's my daughter. So she'll walk down the hall, and there'll be kids looking at like clips from this, and like. Talking, they'll be like, this guy's an idiot, this guy's fucking retarded, or like, this guy makes me laugh, or whatever, you know. But
that's the third thing they say.
Yeah, usually. First
things are, this guy's an idiot, this guy's retarded.
But it's one of the things. And that's what we're all about here, all right? We're all about 1 out of 3.
1/3,
Hey, 33%. I will take 33% of my audience. If 33% of my audience bought tickets... I'd take that.
Yeah, that's NBA free throws right there. That's a perfectly
Exactly.
acceptable free throw percentage.
If that was a batting average, I'd be killing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you get a
Like,
huge contract.
I'd Babe Ruth or I don't know.
What's baseball?
Yeah, I make fun of my father-in-law because he loves baseball, and I always like to talk shit and just be like, "Oh, baseball was only invented so math nerds could get sunlight," you know, like just to make fun of it because it's all about percentages and all kinds of. It just it drives me
But
nuts.
how many times do you hit it to right field?
Yes, in September
when it's Wednesday.
That is crazy, though. My brother-in-law pointed that out to me, that America keeps statistics on the most random things of all time. Because when he came to visit from Australia, we watched a couple football games, and he's like, "Why do we need to know how many average yards he gets in February?" Like, you know, like
Oh,
what
they're
is
talking. They're talking about postseason is what they're talking about.
I
That's
mean,
why
yeah,
they're bringing that one.
that's
Up. Let me just
true.
defend the National Football League here. Not nerds. Not nerds.
Well, you see, he averages 14 points a carry. We talked about this the other day. Do you watch basketball at all?
Not really.
Not really?
Just like casually.
Yeah.
But
We were
I
talking
haven't paid
about
attention forever.
what would be the best rule change you could do to make it more interesting.
Basketball.
Basketball. And I said if you reverse the point system to where anything outside the 3-point line is now just 1 point. Anything inside of that is 2,
And
but
then right underneath.
a layup or a dunk is worth 3. So that way, with games on the line and your team's down by 6, you have to charge in. You have to try to dunk. You have to, you know what I mean? I think it would make it more exciting.
It also kind of eliminates game winners too, like at the very end or whatever, like chucking it up from really far away.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to cherry pick. You know, you could try and chuck one down to your boy who's under the rim, and hopefully he can grab and dunk it. You know, but
here's what I think that would make it way better is if the hoop is in the floor like a golf hole. And then you gotta throw it downward into a hole. That's way fucking harder. You've seen a golf ball like rim out or whatever because it's too hard. Imagine a fucking basketball just shoots off. You throw it way too hard. It's just, or one other thing, the audience is inbounds. So if a ball goes up into the stands, you gotta fucking run up the stairs and get it, and then shoot from up there. You know,
that would be fun. That would be fun.
Get the fuck out of my way! It's the playoffs. His popcorn shoots in the air.
Tripping over celebrities, you know, like Jack Nicholson's just getting trampled. Ariana Grande just gets like. That would be so much fun to watch.
Dude.
No one would sit courtside.
No, everybody's
they would be
going
the
up.
cheapest seats.
Yeah, and then you get dude. Then those are the new nosebleeds because you might get kicked in the fucking face.
Yeah, you're gonna get the celebrities sit in like the upper deck and like look down, and all the like blue collar workers are just getting like knees to the face from LeBron. And
they're watching with those tiny little binoculars on sticks. Like, the peasants are taking a beating down there.
Look at that. That little poor girl.
Go back to Skid Row, scum.
Where was the best like trashy TV show?
Oh,
Scared Straight, To Catch a Predator, Cops, or Cheaters?
Cheaters is fake. So
Was
it's hard
it really?
Yeah, Cheaters is fake.
Was it because I know the guy got stabbed, and did they change it after he got stabbed, or was it always fake?
No, I think it's always been.
Was
fake.
it always
I thought
fake?
so. I don't know. I think I'm wrong.
Well, I remember I thought Scared Straight was fake. I mean, I thought they were kind of hyping it up a little bit. But
Yeah, I mean, they definitely could have put worse criminals in front of them.
Have you seen that clip where they're like holding the kid up to the door? And they're like,
get
in there, get in there. He's like, I can't. Why not? It's not open all the way. I was like, this kid's not.
Bad call.
This kid's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, as far as trashy goes, it doesn't get much trashier than Cops, I think.
Yeah.
Catch the Predators.
Mari, I forgot to add that in there.
Yeah.
Mari and Springer.
Yeah,
which,
yeah. Like talk. Yeah. Trashy talk shows are definitely a thing.
I don't know. Steve Wilkos seems like the trashiest, though.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
he's like third ring. So there's what was it? There's Springer, Maury.
You put Dr. Phil in there or no?
Yeah. That's. I mean, I
Oz.
feel like he's. Yeah, those are all trashy. Like people that grew up watching Springer graduate to Dr. Phil.
Right. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how I feel. Like it's all like the trashy teenagers that grow up to be trashy adults. They stick with the
Yeah.
Oprah network or whatever, you know.
I
Like
gotcha. Yeah.
anyone
yeah.
that Oprah has it's
like you when you're a kid, you watch Zoe 101, and then you get into Degrassi as you get older. Right? Is that what we're talking about?
Sure. We thought about this the other day, but I said that Boy Meets World was the original like teen soap opera. Like Topanga walked so Sydney Sweeney could run.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
then,
mean?
And then bend over against her will.
I can't believe that's a show.
That is crazy.
I can't believe that is a thing, and people are like, "Oh, it's so good." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "They're teenagers."
Yeah,
Like,
good job,
this is-
Drake. You're really fucking sneaking it in, dude. Drake produced it. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
Yeah. I think that was like right before all the Millie Bobby Brown stuff. He kind of overplayed his hand a little bit. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine how excited the pitch room was when they pitched that show, like in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
They're like, so there's a bunch of teenagers and they fuck, and they're like,
Well, wait, what? We can't have teenage. Well, no, they're not actually
People
teenagers.
busting down the door like, I'll talk to you later. There's a good fucking TV show getting pitched right now.
I think I've just been witness to genius.
You're really going somewhere, kid.
Yeah, let's make all of America attracted to teenagers. Yeah,
Yes, and then we won't be weird.
Yeah. It's the same guy from The Accountant.
Yeah.
16-year-olds at a pool party. Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing else to offer them except I can buy them beer.
Yeah. I'm still valuable.
Step into my web, Rebecca.
No matter how old I get, they stay the same
You know
age.
what I like about high school girls.
Yeah. We bring it full circle to McConaughey.
Dude, he's the man.
He
He's
is the
allowed
man.
to do it. He's allowed to.
All right,
far as
well,
I'm
we
concerned.
did an hour and a half.
You were just trying to pad with extra material.
I was. I normally like around an hour. I like wrap it up when it feels natural. But this one, I was like, nah, we gotta throw in a couple more questions.
I'm trying to hit a fucking quota here.
or next week's episode is gonna be 20 minutes long. I don't know what to say because I always had the mindset when I started this of like, whatever people want to talk about when they come on, we'll talk about. Like, it's not my job to tell people what they can and can't say. And so I've been pretty realistic with that, unless someone is like, hey, could you take out that part where I talked about my mom being too high to take me to prom? And it's like, oh, okay. You know?
And way too high to fuck after prom.
But I don't know. Whatever. We'll put this out.
Hey,
We'll
you're
see.
the boss. All I do is create. Shit just comes out. I don't give a fuck.
You just Bud Light goes in and things come out.
Yes. Yeah, this is my coal for my fucking my
The
steam
coal for the
engine of
furnace.
slur.
Steam engine of slur. If I titled my episodes, that's what.
Sounds like I'm a boxer getting introduced. The steam engine of slur.
Weighing in.
Don't fucking ask. He's on Adderall now. His weight is fluctuating.
That's better than Lexapro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on a version of that when I was a kid. I don't remember shit.
It's bad when you're on it and then they increase it and you're like, I don't feel shit. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
This is not helping what it's designed to help. And then you're like, then all of your friends keep commenting on how much weight you've gained and you're like, all right, okay.
If I could feel anything right now, I'd be so upset with you.
Yeah, if I had any emotions left whatsoever.
If I hadn't been turned into a human stone by pharmaceuticals, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, if my brain wasn't just a pebble of nothingness right now. Yeah, so far we've talked about getting off prescription medications, how to be a better school shooter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Breaking Bad, how when they did the correct steps to do meth, but they put them in the wrong order. It's like, you got to watch this podcast, but you got to figure out the right order to do everything in to succeed.
I didn't know that they did that with Breaking Bad.
Yeah, they didn't want to. They had made it super accurate, but they filmed it out of order, edited it out of order, so that so that people wouldn't be able to watch and know how to make it.
So wait, the batteries, then the Robitussin?
Wait a second.
We went to England last summer, and turns out, I guess I had COVID, and I didn't know it. I was just like, man, I feel really sleepy, and then I was like, kept getting fevers and stuff. But anyway, we bought Sudafed while we were there, and they have the real stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Because Missouri, you can't get pseudoephedrine anymore. Thanks a lot, meth heads. Right? And so we were over there, and she would give me a dose like every 6 hours or something, and it was making my heart rate like jump through the roof, and I was sweating all the time, and I was like, what is going on? This is wild. And then I read the instructions. She had been giving me like a triple dose. She was just giving the American version to me, like thinking it's the same.
Yeah.
And then we read the back package, and I was like, oh, I've been on speed.
Yeah,
Have you ever been to Buckingham Palace on speed?
You're just fucking jerking on the gate.
Let me in!
Where is she? I have a corgi too! Tell her!
No, she was long gone by then.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she died.
Yeah. I just wanted to look at King Charles's hands. His giant puff. Have you ever seen his giant puffy hands?
I don't know. I guess I've never noticed them. I think I've seen his hands.
I saw a picture one time, and it looked like his ring was like
about to break
welded into his skin. Like it was like the skin behind his ring was sticking out even more. Like I was like, whoa, what has happened? He didn't look like he had knuckles. Like that's how puffy his hands were.
Jesus Christ! He's got like Mickey Mouse hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Who
has the best empire?
Yeah. I think it's got to be 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Not who's the best rapper.
Yeah.
For those who are listening, it's Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and Kanye West. It's like who's built the biggest empire out of a rap career. And I got to say, it's got to be 50 Cent.
I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about the other things that 50 Cent has going on.
Well, he produces like a shit ton of movies and TV shows.
Oh, see, I didn't know
He owns Vitamin Water. He owns a couple alcohol brands. He is, I don't know, he's big into something. Plus, he has a free pass on all social media to just say and do whatever
he does make
wants.
me laugh so hard when he just talks shit.
Oh, so hard. Oh. So hard.
Just you've ever seen when he just would call into radio stations when he would call into radio stations when he knew people he had beef with would be on them, and call in as a caller and just call people a bitch.
Yeah. Do you hear what he did to, I think it was Ja Rule, because he doesn't like Ja Rule. Anytime he has a concert, he'll buy out the first like 5 rows of tickets to any of his concerts, so that when he goes out there, it looks like no one's there. You know, like he'll buy out just so like the first so
that's great.
They had to do like floor seating at all, so that way people could come closer.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's really funny. I saw you. I don't remember who it was, but he had some beef with some rapper, and they were talking shit, and they were like, "You won't come near me" or something like that. And he was doing a show, and then 50 Cent just walked into the venue and just walked out from backstage. Didn't do it, just walking around just to show him, like, here's how easily I can get to you. I just walked in here.
The one of the best videos on the internet is him challenging Floyd Mayweather to read a Harry Potter.
Oh my God!
Page during the ALS challenge. Yeah. It's so funny.
Oh, fuck.
I will donate $100,000 to any charity of your choice if you can read 1 page of a Harry Potter book. And he's like, grabs the bucket of ice. He's like, fuck the ice. Throws it over his shoulder. It's so funny.
I saw him on a radio show once where he was talking to some guy. I don't remember how they got on the subject, but the guy was talking about like how he would screw, like if he had to screw over 50 Cent, how he would do it. And he's like, I'm gonna get my buddy here to beat the shit out of me, and I'm gonna tell the cops you did it, and then I'm gonna sue you, and you'll just give me a whole bunch of money. And he's like, no, dude, I'm gonna take however much money you would have gotten, and I'm gonna pay this guy to shoot you. and guess what? Nobody saw nothing. That's fun, huh? Isn't that fun? It's like, holy shit.
I love him, man.
And he's like smiling the whole time with perfect teeth.
I would love to see him sit down in a room with Kanye West. Because man.
Yeah.
Because I think Kanye would be scared. I think if one-on-one, Kanye backs down.
Yes. Yeah.
100%.
Uh-huh.
Do you think Jay-Z backs down?
I don't think so.
Who do you? Between him and P Diddy, what about that?
P Diddy bends over.
Yeah, P Diddy. Yeah. We'll see you next week, folks. Do you want to plug your social media?
Yeah, just Aaron Porter Comedy on Instagram. That's it.
You'll be doing shows.
Yeah, I'm in Helium this weekend, but I don't think we can do this. So
that's okay. But you also roast battle too, right? Aren't you?
I don't know that for sure yet because I think Andrew might take it with him when he leaves. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't like doing shit.
How can you take the Gateway City Roast League away from the Gateway City? But
yeah, I guess that's true. Or he might not want to. He might just cancel it. Or maybe Jack will take it over. I don't know. We were talking about it drunk last night, and I was like, I don't want to do this.
I don't blame you.
So if you want to see Gateway City Roast League, you better get it in quick.
Yeah.
May 18th is the next one. Maybe the last. Who knows?
Probably the last.
Everything I touch crumbles in my hands.
Everything I love dies. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll do it again.
Fuck yeah.
See you next week, everybody. Peace.